Today I'd like to go over some of the things that you should keep in mind when you're purchasing new footwear. You're not always going to have somebody with you that is going to be knowledgeable about shoe fit or measuring your feet, so these are some things that you can keep in mind to help yourself. So the first thing you want to do is have your feet measured if possible. I'm going to use a Brannock device, so I'm going to have the person place their foot all the way to the back of the Brannock. And now I'm going to have you stand. Okay, and I'm going to take the measurement looking straight down over the big toe. And so this is measuring a 9.5, and the width is a D, which is a regular width for a man. So I'm going to have you have a seat again. I'm measuring with the socks on because this person is going to be wearing socks when they're wearing their shoes, so it makes sense to measure with the socks on. So I have the correct size here. Now, some of the other features that a shoe should have if you're going to be active in the shoe, walking, running, if you're going to be on your feet a lot, are a firm heel counter. So you should push on the back of the heel counter, try to squeeze it side to side. You shouldn't be able to collapse the heel. The second thing is that the shoe should have good torsional stability. So if I twist the shoe side to side or try to wring it out, the middle part of the shoe is stabilized and reinforced, so it's not going to allow me to twist it. This shoe has laces, which is great because it's going to improve the adjustability of the shoe. If there's any swelling in the foot, or if you need to unload or offload anything in the front or top of the foot, you can change the lacing patterns to accommodate for that. If an orthotic is being used, in a lot of cases, having a removable insole is helpful. The orthotic is going to take the place of this insole. If you're not putting an orthotic into it, this insole it's a good idea to have this replaced from time to time, as this insole does provide cushioning and it will bottom out over time. So every few months, if you notice your sock liners or insoles in your shoe are wearing out, you should get a replacement pair. So now I'm going to fit this shoe. Slide, open it up nice and wide. Okay, and I'm going to have you stand on it. Now, checking the length of the shoe, you want to check both feet, of course, and the measurement should be taken of both feet as well. It's the largest of the 2 feet that you're going to go with that size. So if he had measured a size 10 on the opposite foot, then I need to go up in size to accommodate that larger foot. So the end of the longest toe on the largest foot, I should have about 1/4 of an inch of extra length at the end of that toe to allow the foot to splay forward and move throughout the day. Your feet also tend to expand over the course of the day, so having your feet actually measured later in the day is a good idea. So I'll have you have a seat again. I won't lace the shoe up, but there are a number of different lacing techniques that can be used. Like I mentioned, if you need to unload a bony prominence or a tender area on the top of the foot, there are also different ways of lacing the top of the shoe. Your standard lace. Of course, there's other ways that can increase the support around the top of the ankle or foot. And those are the main things to keep in mind. Of course, a lot of people will say that a shoe should feel comfortable right away. This is very true. If you put on a shoe and you think to yourself, oh, it'll stretch, that's not a good way to think. You're going to force your foot to work the shoe in, and that should never be the case. So make sure that the first feel or the first time you try a shoe on, it does feel comfortable to you. And those are just some of the most common tips I think I can give regarding your fitting of your shoes. I hope this helps.